They look the same, honestly. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Guitar Tech Adventures. This is Hector, and today we have a little bit of a different type of episode. We're gonna do guitar work and we're gonna do a channel update. The first part of the video is gonna be the guitar work, which we're gonna be upgrading a pre-wired pickguard that I bought. This is a really quick and very efficient way to upgrade your electronics on your guitar. So you wanna stay tuned for that. And then after that, we're gonna be doing the channel update, which you don't wanna miss because I have a lot of stuff coming down and I'm very excited to share them with you guys. Let's get going. All right, guys, so the first part is gonna be an upgrade to this pre-wired pickguard I bought that looks like this. As you can see, this pickguard looks like it has Seymour Duncan invaders. It has the big pole pieces, you know, stuff. This one is just a normal pickup. I haven't tested, see how they actually sound. But the funny thing is that I will be building a guitar. These are the actual Seymour Duncan invaders, and then this is the this is neck. Oops. So I will be putting this on that. They look the same, honestly. I will be building a guitar that at its core is gonna be, you know, obviously metal, Iron Maiden-ish guitar. I mean, I know invaders are high output, so it's gonna be pretty loud. And then I got this pickguard where it's wired with volume. Let me see if I can show you there. Volume, tone, and then coil splitters, which with this type of pickup you can do. So you see those red and white wires? Those are the ones that you will attach to those little switches to split the coils. And it should be a pretty simple upgrade. Let's get going. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna look into is the wiring. The first part is gonna be deciphering what these three wires are. So this one is gonna be the bridge ground. You know, it's attached to the pot over there. This one's going to be the output jack ground. And this one is going to be the live to the output jack. So that's what we have. Then we have the two. This is a tone. Have the capacitor there. Has the volume on this one. It's a three-way blade switch. The wiring doesn't look too bad, honestly. And then this is the coil splitters. All right, the moment of truth. Are they gonna have the same? This is bridge. See? Nope. All right. Now, time to dig into my tools to find the right size screw. Alright, so I'm looking at my little stash. I found these black ones, which they fit pretty good, I think. Alright, should be fine. Now I like that they're black because that will match also everything else. That was a cool accident. Okay.
Bridge. Okay. What's in there?
There you go. Okay, so you can see the previous connection that I had this on has heat shrink to shield the other two wires that at the time I wasn't using. So I did this when I had this, it's my friend's guitar that he had one of these. So what I'm gonna do is take the heat shrink off and prep the wires so they can go into the pickguard and the coil splitters. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Now, if you get the chance to upgrade your pickups to something, you know, a little better quality and stuff like that, that's the best thing you can do with your guitar. Honestly, other than the wood that it's made with, the pickups are the heartbeat of the guitar. So I will definitely recommend investing money on pickups. So here obviously we're gonna have to extend the cables so they'll reach. This one will need to go here, this one will need to go here, and then this one will need to go to the first position. Now that we finish our pickguard upgrade, let's talk about the big news, the channel update. You ready? I'm starting my own guitar company. What? Yeah, I'm starting Villalobos Guitars. Pretty simple, straightforward. Coming up with the logos and stuff like that. This is what I have in mind. But let's back up a little bit. How did we get to this point? The beginning was reaction videos, nostalgia, music, blah, blah, blah. So in January, I started working on guitars on the channel. Is what I'm enjoying the most right now. Then I went to NAMM. I built the Telecaster using one of the suppliers that I met in NAMM. I upgraded everything on that guitar, right? And I gave it to one of my friends to play after I was done with the series. He loved it. A little bit down the line, I talked to one of my other friends that plays guitar. He's like, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing. Build me a guitar. And I was like, sure. He's like, no, build me a guitar. So he's the one that placed the first order in Villalobos Guitars. So I'm building him something. Probably going to take a little bit to get here because I ordered parts from overseas because it's very limited what you can find here in the US. That's one guitar that we're going to be building. But before that, we're going to be building two guitars. And those two guitars are going to go up in reverb. And we're going to see what reaction we get from the community, what people think about the guitars, and see what kind of price point you know, that kind of stuff. So this one is gonna be one of those. So I'm waiting for the rest of the guitar to get here. So I'm waiting for hardware, I'm waiting for body and neck. And once that I have it done, we'll put a Villalobos Guitars logo on the headstock and we'll upload it to Reverb and see what happens. Depending on what happens there, it's gonna kind of like give me an idea of what to expect moving forward, right? Excited about that too. So that's where we're at right now. What do you think about this craziness that's in my head about making my own guitar company? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Very excited, very overwhelmed. I don't know how to put logos on guitars. And also I'm trying to find the type of woods that I want and blah, blah, variety. There's not that much variety here. So far, I've only found 3 suppliers that can offer a reasonable price. Because at the end of the day, it has to be reasonable. It has to be reasonable for me to buy it and to build it and to upgrade it to nice stuff and to, if I'm going to be selling them, to give everybody a reasonable price point, right? So that's kind of like what I'm working on. What's going to be the business model, blah, 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 all that boring stuff. But at least we're going to get videos out of it. That's what I'm happy of. Like, I'm for sure we're going to get videos about me working on guitars and building things and trying different things, all right? So that's awesome. For me, I love it. For you guys that follow the channel, hope you love it too. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. And I'll be seeing you guys next week on the next Guitar Tech Adventure and Villalobos Guitars. Later, guys.